Super good. Hey, it's Malcolm calling in from the beach. Easygoing Monday morning here. Ray's on the call. Ray Herron, Master Distributor, Oliabo. You got a bunch of brand spanking new people. Every Zoom's a little bit different. This one is. I had a heck of a lot of fun this morning already. It's great. Cynthia, welcome, Cynthia, coming on to the call. And if you're going to be in business, well, we're in business to have people change their lives, to make it feel better, health-wise. And as Ray says, the second thing that most people like would be, what have we got? Would be to change your financial standing, a shortcut to both. So here's a little tip from our company. Have some fun. That's how it should be. Here we go. Yep, sunshine, andiamo, let's go. It's Italian. Let's all go together. Looking at both screens. I have a couple screens. Camera there, not being rude. I get told to look at the camera. Screen there, got another screen over here. But andiamo, let's go together. And how are we going to do it? Well, it only works. I was just on a call with a very, very long time, great leader. I'm really surprised at the quality of people that are showing up here with this company. Well, what do you expect? Look at the opportunity we got. Look what these guys have done before. But I'm getting it over and over and over again of people talking about that, where they were and how disappointed they were. And they want to make sure this is the real deal. So for you guys that are brand spanking new, Patsy, welcome to the call. For you guys that are brand spanking new, why don't I let Ray? Sorry, Ray's not going to be on it. Yeah, you'll see him right in the last second of this clip in the Porsche with his wife Cheryl. Why don't I let Joe and Gordon and the rest of them at Oliabo's office? Now, this is not their great big 10-story palace skyscraper that they have as an idol for themselves. They have a suite on the 4th floor. Let them tell you what this is and why they're doing it.
It's the greatest health story in the history of humanity that's never been told.
There's a lot of different ways to make money in this world. At this point, I want to do something that's meaningful.
This is the tabula rasa. This is the blank slate.
It was a no-brainer.
Oliabo is a place where we can all come together and feel united because of one simple ingredient.
Aiming to join these guys at Oliabo is amazing, and I have a feeling that I'll be issuing apologies for those early projections being far too conservative.
This thing's going to grow like a rabbit farm on a hormone diet. So, that being said...
So to me, this is, Oliabo means heritage. It means my past. It means the history that I come from.
It's built here, and it's built here. We kind of built it twice.
The atmosphere, the culture, everything. I felt like I got it back.
There's a beautiful documented history of this wonderful botanical, the olive tree, olive oil.
Skincare is a huge part of Oliabo as well. That is so good for external and topical use.
This was my home again.
Great, big, huge idea. You got to treat that with respect. What's most important is where we're going to be 30, 60, 90 days, 1 year from today. If you are passionate about growing this thing, a year from now, we're going to be taking our top folks and we're going to go on a little adventure to Italy, and we're going to enjoy the olive harvest together. When you get a job, you go to work for this. When you join Oliabo, the company goes to work for you. All this stuff that we're doing here is today. It's really for the wonderful people that represent our products, our customers, and I think you can kind of feel it. It feels like authentic, organic. So from our little home office here to your living room or wherever you are looking at this, grazie tante. Grazie mille. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Gordon said it's built here and it's built here. I always get something a little different. So let's reach inside here in your heart. What do you want to change? What is it that you're after? You're here because somebody invited you, change your health. Well, have a think about that. Where's it going? Where are you going to be 10 years from now? How do you feel now? What about everyday things? Notice the difference. There's people on this call that know. I noticed the difference this morning. I went to hang up the keys after dropping the kids off at the school bus. missed the hook. They fell down between the desk and the side wall there. And normally I'd say to myself when I make that mistake, like, oh man, come on, because I know what it's like to get down on my hands and knees, reach in there, get it. But I didn't. You know, why is that? Because I just feel that much better. It's just like in, grab them up, hook them back up, turned around to walk out, and thought back for a second, wow, I haven't done that in years, been able to do that. That's the last couple people here. So what do you want to change health-wise? You want to get, how about just lifestyle, just like feeling better, like this, be like these people. Times were great, get back there. That doesn't happen just with money. It happens when your body's feeling great, when your health's great. There's no sense. I was just on the call with another man, actually, and big Maori bloke, and he mentioned to me, he knows it, doesn't matter how much money you got, when your health goes sideways, life's miserable. But speaking of money, what do you want to change with money? Because if you got something as good as we got, and you got something that changes people's lives, then there's an opportunity to change your financial standing. It's just we're fortunate enough to have such a great vehicle. Now, the bloke, Ray knows this bloke, he always talks about, if you're going to be in business, get in a vehicle that's moving forward. And I like to get in a vehicle that's moving forward in the direction I want to go, with the destination I want to be, and get there quickly. So let's share with you, for you brand new people. There's the last of them coming in now. Really good. Going to share with you, this whole story began in Italy with Gordon and Joe's mom. She was Italian, went to Canada, and she knew this secret. She knew that one of the most important botanicals, 7,000 years of history of this botanical, that she made sure that her family had an intake of this each and every single day. This fruit, powerful, and modern science is just starting to catch up. You see, ancient wisdom, the Mediterranean diet, that's where the 7,000 plus years of history is. In that region, they've known that the olive is such a huge, important part of Mediterranean diet. You're mostly thinking about the Mediterranean diet. You're probably thinking about the last time you ate Italian at a restaurant, but modern science caught up. You know, I always think about what was it modern science thought about? Why would they need to do a deep dive on this? And then I thought to myself, well, if you're eating it, every time I go to the Italian restaurant, I remember one in Lethbridge used to love to go to, these three brothers that had, but I knew it was going to be a 4 or 5 pound trip. No, I'm not British. I'm not talking about sterlings and pence, right? Pound, shillings, and pence. I'm talking about, well, for you Canadians, it's going to be a two kilo trip because you ate that Italian diet. So it can't be the Mediterranean diet, can't be that. It had to be something else. And that's exactly what we're going to teach you. It's not what you think it is. High quality olive tree derived products. That's what science around 2005 figured out. Are full of powerful phytonutrients. They offer superior health. What's the secret? Mediterranean secret to the diet? 14 liters of extra virgin olive oil. Now you're sitting there going, man, I'm not going to drink 14 liters extra virgin olive oil. I'm not going to ask you. I'm not going to ask you to be a Greek. One, their names are too long. There's usually 15 to 20 letters in their names. And two, 20 liters. And, you know, you guys, there we go, last of them. You guys, what happens? You look at that and you go, well, that's about right. A whole year, 365 days, maybe a little olive oil here, a little olive oil there. But you know what? It's usually not very, I don't want to say that word. It's not very good. Go look on your bottle. It says refined. Look where it was made. Look where it's supposed to come from. You know what it is. You know what's out there. Well, how are we going to solve this secret? Our company did. Our company solved it because they know what science is starting to teach you guys. Science is teaching you that with, and this is just taking extra virgin olive oil, not our product. Yes, we have an olive oil-based product, but we're not an olive oil company. But why did Joe and Gordon say, Mel, our childhood, we knew about this with all the years we spent in summers in Italy. My mother, we know about this, what she made us do each and every day. What is it? And when they started to look what it is. You want to support your heart, that thing, right? 50%, 30% lower risk, a cardiovascular event. What's a cardiovascular event? Not a good outcome, right? Usually on a gurney at the ICU, or maybe your partners are buying lilies, right? Lilies for the funeral. So we want to change that. Third less, my goodness, brain health, big deal these days. Beta amyloid accumulation in your brain. What's that? I'm not a scientist, right? But, you know, we all know what it is. It's like that Play-Doh. It's what Alzheimer's is today. It's what dementia used to be. It's still the same thing, just a new name. But that was pretty rare back in the day. But now every second, third person seems to be suffering. Longevity. We want to live longer. Earl Mindell coined the phrase. He called me before he was on the board. You know, it's a good mate of mine. He called me because he knew I was involved with Oliabo, and it was just a friendly call. KT, welcome. It was just a friendly call, but within probably 20 seconds of actually Gail coming up with a bad memory about their house, but within 20 seconds, he said, you know, son, because he likes to call me that, you know, you have the #1 longevity food on the planet. I didn't mention Oliabo or anything. I was just touching base with him. You have the #1 anti-aging food on the planet. That's when the conversation about Oliabo came up. I went, yeah, I know. It's amazing, huh? Right there in front of our eyes for all these years, nobody figured this thing out. Digestive health, brain-gut connection, fix that small intestine. 82% of your immune system is your small intestine. And inflammation, that's the key to all of it. Inflammation is usually the beginning of what's wrong in your body. And HP, high definition, going to the movies? No, high phenolic, extra virgin olive oil, full of oleocanthal. That's nature's version of ibuprofen. Ibuprofen's great inflammatory, right? That's no good for you. Ibuprofen ruins your kidneys, ruins your liver, eats a hole in your belly. Works, but it's no good for you. How about nature's virgin? Well, how do we get that? How we get 14 liters of good high phenolic extra virgin olive oil, the same amount like that. I'm not saying we're going to stuff 14 liters in these capsules, but if you're able to extract from the olive tree, right, not just the oil, what I'm about to share with you, and put it in a simple package you take daily. And like I say to the Aussies, in a tin, great marketing. You saw those clips before. This is important. This marketing is incredible. That's part of our company. It comes as a whole package. Owners, marketing, product, opportunity. Well, how do we do it? We do it by extracting these phytonutrients, these polyphenols. Oleocanthal. Now, I'm going to spend a lot of time tonight on this. Most people on this call, you brand new people, I'll tell you what you do. Get your pen, get your paper, write this down. Oleocanthal. Get your phone out and take a phone shot of it. Verbascoside, Oleuropein. I'll just touch on a couple things here. Look, inflammatory. Remember, inflammation. Brain, remember, your brain response. Cardiovascular. You're going to see the same terms over and over again. Brain over here under Verbascoside. Inflammatory, skin, metabolic, vascular. That's to do with your cardio. Look over here. Balance, weight loss. You know, how many of us figured this was going to be a weight loss product? It's not. It sure works. It is. Cardiovascular. Funny, I went to the pool last night, wore my old trunks. I'm losing weight. Here's some Aussies coming in. Weight. I'm losing weight. Every one of you guys know that you're losing weight. Weight balance, weight management, cardiovascular, the same products. Now, how do we get Verbascoside and Oleuropein, which is not in olive oil? How do we get that in our product with our proprietary blend, Olivectum? You see, it's more than an oil company. From the pulp of the fruit, the olive fruit over here, when you're taking that fruit and picking it before it's ripe, cold pressing it, doing it within a certain number of hours to get the high phenolic extra virgin olive oil, to get the extract of Oleocanthal, guess what they learned? They learned you can get Verbascoside out of the pulp of the fruit and Oleuropein out of the leaf. Oleuropein's pretty bitter. So these two ingredients, these two phytonutrients, these polyphenols that you need, they're very important. So like I said, get your pen out, write a couple of these down, because if you listen to me, you'll tend to disbelieve it. But if you go look this up for yourself, go to Google, go check GTP, whatever you want, Squalane, go to whatever your favorite IA is, or AI, whatever you call it, yeah, AI, hydroxytyrosol, put it in. Look, again, cardiovascular, neuroprotective, anti-inflammatory. You're starting to get the message? Go put this in, look it up. And how do we get all of this to you every single day? Right in. Really simple product. Comes in a great tin, and you get 30 of these pillows. Let me grab one. a pillow pack, and you have 4 capsules in it. And the green capsule, that is chocolate block full of oleocanthal in high phenolic extra virgin olive oil. Quite large. It's nearly as like, well, I'm only a small fellow. It's as large as the end of my index finger. But it's infused with rosemary. Right before this call, the oddest thing happened. A clip popped up. I looked at it. It's a lady I know. You probably know the gal. She's an Australian, very good naturalist, very good wellness gal, sells books all over the world. And she just was listing all of the things that rosemary does. I cook with rosemary every day. Why they got rosemary in it? One, all the things that go look up what rosemary will do for your body. I had no idea about anti-parasitic, great for parasites, but rosemary. But you know, one thing with this, these guys know, Ashley, the formulator, Joe, Gordon, everybody else in the company knows that you need more than just one thing. You need to open the pathways in your body. You need to have your body there has to be a synergy for these products to work. That's why we have this package. It's very important to understand. It's like 3 products in one. But rosemary makes the high phenolic extra virgin olive oil work better in your body besides the great things that rosemary does. Oleuropein, remember? Mentioned that. The Verbascoside, the Oleuropein from the pulp of the fruit and the leaf. Well, that's the second pill. And the third capsule, Rosa. Rosa is a pycnogenol, grapeseed extract. Super good antioxidant. Antioxidants, when we listen to those doctors in about the first 2 capsules, and lycopene. That's the carotenoid that gives good tomatoes that deep red color, that zing on your tongue. So great, easy, convenient, every single day, so simple. Open your tin, leave your tin on the counter. People are going to ask, what's that? What's going on? What are you using that for? People are going to see the difference in your body. They're going to ask you, and you're going to tell them, I can get it to you, and you can order it online, shipped directly to your door, convenience. Now we got a second product, Flex. Flex is this dark green little bottle, comes in that thing. There are 50 servings in it. What is it? It's pretty well what I told you on your taking this to go from the inside and work from the inside out. And most people are seeing their effects within their first 5 to 6, 7 days, if not sooner. But this is a topical for when you do a number on yourself. Like my mate that had a fall shoveling and hurt himself. Or my friend Nigel that just, I won't say how he did a number on his back, different. But he did a number on his back, and he was just asked this morning, and he's taking his PRIMA. He's also using his Flex. What is Flex? The same ingredients we talked about. Oleuropein, Verbascoside, Oleocanthal, Hydroxytyrosol, Squalane, but also has mangosteen pericarp in it, and it's put into a formulation from Ashley that where once you put it on your skin or warm it up in your hand, I just put it on my wife's back and rub it into her back to give her relief from a scoliosis. It's like a topical, let's get this thing fixed within 15 to 30 minutes. That's the key to this. So think about what I just said. What we have here, a 5-day to 7-day reaction. It works better than what anybody has seen before. Obviously, 5 to 6, 7,000 years out there, and still is one of the most important ingredients we put in our body. And then you have something that works virtually instantly. That's a 1-2 punch for a success story. Wouldn't you agree? So here's a little marketing for you. Go ahead and Flex. Straightforward, simple. So here's a little teaser. Sorry, Ray. Can't help myself. Though you got a 1-2 punch. Well, we got a number 3 punch coming down the road. You're all going to be saying, man, we want this now. But you know why I want to show you this? For you brand new spanking people, our formulator, the Vice President of Skincare, web developer, Ashley Brown. And you're probably thinking what I thought the first time I met her. What is a 20-year-old doing as Vice President of Skincare? That can't be right. Well, Ashley's our formulator. She's the one that formulated the Flex, but she's also bringing you another product. And Ashley's been marketing an olive tree-based product herself for many years. So I'm going to let her, and for gals, boys and girls, as Nigel would say. All right, Nigel? All right, boys and girls, this gal is not 18. She's 40.
The reason that I'm doing this is honestly because of the team. I am an organic skincare formulator. So a great thing about Oliabo is we have internal ingredients as well as external. Olive oil is so good for your skin, and it mimics your own natural oils in your skin. So we're able to create beautiful products that aren't greasy, that aren't oily, that are derived from the olive tree. Olive oil is so good for your heart, is so good for your brain, and I have been obsessed since I've gone to Italy and tasted the difference between the oils. I wanted to make sure that everything was compliant to cross borders so we can enable everyone to experience our products.
So I got to be up front. I've been cheating a little bit. I can't wait for that to come out. Ashley told me not to do it. But when I rub this Flex on my wife's back and what's left on my hands, I've been putting it here on my chin and neck because remember I lost weight, but I want to fix this thing up. It's, you know how I know it works? You can feel it. So maybe you gals better wait and not put it on your wrinkles, but it's a great product. How about a little more? Yes, we're not an olive oil company, but everybody said, hey, it's really hard to find real high quality extra virgin olive oil. So we do market it. And the reason I show you this is just another example of our branding. So here we go. So Audie in the Philippines there, brand spanking new. Well, how do I get this? Well, when you're looking at anything, there's a whole bunch of components to it. It's not that hard. So we got great owners. You saw that at the beginning with the right idea to be building a business and offering you an opportunity, and for the right idea to change your health with a product that's been around for forever, that's always been proven just by the history of it. So that's a key core to be part of what this is. And that's what drives and runs this opportunity. The owners and the product. And you say, well, then how do I get my hands on it? The person brought you to the call. They're going to give you a link. Oliabo.com. That's simple. Oliabo.com/their username. And you're going to get a site. It's going to look exactly like this. Maybe a little different picture because this is a video. It's in Italy. And you're going to click on shop now right up here. You're going to make a decision. You're going to begin your adventure, change your health. I need to do something or prevent my health. Either way, you go, I don't need it. I'm healthy. Yeah, right. When's the last time you were sick? And you click on it and you go, wow, this is different. It's a shopping experience. It's not like a network marketing company because we're not. Yes, we are, but we're not. Then you're going to be able to order your product. And I'll give you a little hint for you guys that are looking at this for a business. You can go and order PRIMA, $110 on subscription, 110 qualifying points. That's refreshing. That's unlike all the other companies, right? $110, usually 45, 50 points, 50% skim off the top. Not here. You can go and order your Flex. Notice the difference between a one-time purchase and a subscription. Makes sense, right? Makes sense to be on a subscription. $55, 55 points. Look at our price point. Affordable for everybody. This bundle's a great savings. 2 Primas and 2 Flexes. If you do the math, you add 2 of these and 2 of these together, you can figure out you're pretty well getting that second bowl of Flex close to free. You can buy 3 cans of oil together, or you can get a single can. They're great trial packs for you. The trial packs are in a Mylar bag, just like this one here. And there is 1 week's worth, 7 days, 7 pillow packs. And there's also a rewards, loyalty rewards. What is this? When I explained this to Maura this morning, and he couldn't, it was like, why would they do that? Why? And I went, because they want to help you. For you guys in the US, no, it's not $225. It's $160. What is it? It's a free shipping service up front. There's other things to do with it. But for free shipping for 1 year, 365 days. So you do the math in your head. Am I going to order once a month or am I going to be ordering lots? Whatever it is, you go, look, the amount of product I've ordered in my 70 odd days or whatever since I was able to order, I've saved more than, mine's $225. In the shipping, I've saved more than half of that already. And I'm only 2 months in. So there you go. Yeah, see, 160 in US. So you say, that was great. You put your stuff in your shopping cart, you fill in your address and click, you say, I'd like to buy it. And what happens? You get a page. Really simple. You fill it in. It's just like you're filling in, okay, I got to get this shipped to myself. But as you go through the form, you realize something. Oh, this is different. There's no enrollment fee. There's no hosting. There's no starter kit. It's a free membership. That's unusual. This company is surprising me over and over the more I look. And the minute you click, yes, thank you, I want to confirm my order, and your site will refresh, or you'll have an email, depending on your browser, and you'll click on the link. Usually your site just refreshes, and you're a customer. Notice that? Because here you got your shop and your orders and your resources and customer support, and it says right there, become a brand rep. And you go, man, I think this is something I'd like to do. I'm sure my friends are going to want it. I'd like to have all of them come on holidays with me when my old age, where I'm still feeling great. And you click it, and look what just happened. That whole site just changed. Now you have access to a full back office. And there was no charge. There's no fee for that. So now guess what happens? People are going to ask you what's going on. Just like what happens with me. They're asking me what's going on. You're losing weight. You're looking good. Right? The boys at my Bible study on Saturday, 2 or 3 of them came up quietly. Mal, I want to talk to you. Why? What did you not understand? No, nothing to do with that. Like, man, you're looking so good. When you know what I've been doing, you've seen it. Yeah. Guess what happens? When you share your site, you're going to realize you're part of this. PREMIO Pay, the simplest system. So I'm not going to go through it much. All I'm going to tell you is, if you go out and teach 3 to build 3, your life's going to be like these scenes here. Sorry, I got a dog just over there on the beach. I live on the beach. There's a dog going a little nuts. Got something in a tree. I'm watching him. Sorry about that. Teach 3 to build 3. So simple. No, I tell you what, I'm even going to skip Gordy's.
If you guys are okay, I'll show you. This is how simple our comp plan is.
All right.
This gives you the basics, all 3 areas. Again, very rough, but it gives you an idea of how simple our comp plan is to explain. So this is my office.
There's only one of these in the world. That's the only one. I made it. It's mine. This is an actual Squire Telecaster body that I Frankenstein together with a American-made Telecaster neck. The comp plan that we're creating here is unlike any other comp plan that's ever been done. Okay, the PREMIO Pay plan by Oliabo. We give it a nice name to describe the unique set of variables that go into the creation of our comp plan. First and foremost, number 1, sprints. The only thing you need to do to qualify for sprints is be in our system. Anybody you introduce to the product who makes a purchase, on their first purchase, you will make 25%. The second component of sprint, though, is that if you personally commit to 200 QV per month, you get an additional bonus of 10% on anyone on your second level of sales. Done. That's the end of the sprint section. Number 2, baseline, which is our monthly commission checks. Now, the first kickoff for that is something we call a rep. You really need anywhere between 0 and 99 QV. You're instantly qualified for 5% on your front level. A Brava rep is somebody that a personal purchase that month. If you have a personal purchase of any qualifying volume product in Oliabo, you are eligible to receive 5% plus 5% on the second level of your organization. We like to say Oliabo is me plus 3. That's the little rhythmic device to encourage you to get 3 people like yourself interested in doing a business on their own. First level is something we call Kappa. Kappa is yourself plus 3 people like yourself that are interested in doing 100 qualifying volume per month. The other component is that somewhere in your organization you have 1,000 qualifying volume. That's it. That makes you eligible for 3 levels of commissions. Quinto, the next level, is yourself doing 100 QV per month. Somewhere in your organization you have 5,000 group qualifying volume, and each one of the 3 people that you introduce to the company does 100 QV with 1,000 group qualifying volume. Done. The next level, Venti. Venti is where you're really starting to develop some leadership to your group. For the level of Venti, we're asking for 200 qualifying volume per month. That's the most we ever ask, by the way. You still have your 3 leaders that you're working with. Each one of them have 5,000 in group qualifying volume per month and a personal purchase of 100. We are now asking you to add an additional 100 QV customer in addition to that. So now we have 4 people. 1 is brand new. The top level in the PREMIO plan is PREMIO. We named the comp plan after it. PREMIO means you're maxing out your baseline commissions, what you can earn on your organization, making you eligible for 8 levels of volume. First and foremost, we're asking you to get 200 qualifying volume worth of product every month. Of your original 3, we request that you take 2 of them to 200 qualifying personal volume per month with 20,000 in group qualifying volume. The third one, we're still building 100 QV with 5,000 group qualifying per month. We now have a total of 5 personally sponsored customers in the system with an organizational volume of 50,000 group qualifying volume. That's it. That quick capsule summary is what it takes to do PREMIO. Global bonus. 3, global bonus pool. You enter it by becoming a PREMIO. Those who maintain PREMIO for 3 months enter into the global bonus pool. What does that mean? Well, 5% of all global volume sales go into our global quarterly pool. The bigger your organization, the bigger your percentage of the pro rata pool. So there you have it, the PREMIO Pay plan. Sprints, baselines, quarterly bonus. When you get a job, you go to work for a company. When you join Oliabo, the company goes to work for you. To work where you want and earn what you deserve, but more accurately, we encourage you to work where you want, when you want, with whomever you want, and earn what you deserve. My guitar playing is less than perfect, but our comp plan is pretty dang close to it. So there you go.
You know, some people watch that and go, what? 1,000, 5,000, 20,000, 50,000? That's kind of confusing, Mel. It's me plus 3. Don't have an order and you still get paid on your first level. Sprint money and on the monthly. Go out and place an order and you're paid 2 levels. $5, $5. That's how simple it is. That's what 5% is on a single order. $5, $5. On a double down order, $10. Now go out and help 3 people. You paid 3 levels and you're into double the amount, 10%. That's $10 an order, $20 in a double down. And how many did you need? 10 orders. That's how simple that was. Forget about those numbers. It's the number of 10 single orders in your team. Pretty simple. 3, you get 3, you got 12. Just keep doing that. Help those people get 3, and where are you at? You're in a team that's got 50 orders. Now you're the next one. Help those people go out and get 3, and where you're at. Now you're the team that's got 200 orders. You're just about all the way to the top. Help them to go out and get 3, and you just blew past 500 orders. That's how simple it is. Now you're at the top of the plan. And guess what? You earn the rewards trips besides the global bonus pool. So here's a reward trip for you. If you want to go to Italy, that simple one, you just saw the 3 people personally enrolled, 2 extras, 2 customers. That's all asking you is for 500 orders in your team. If you have everybody on the double down, Ray will cover that. That's 250 orders. You're going to Italy. Do it between now and June 30th. One time, you're going to Italy. Go out and do it 3 times, and they'll put $1,000 towards your airfare. Go out and do what Ray did in his first month and do 100K. That's double the volume. Then you're going there with the $2,000 towards your airfare. So each and every single person on this call, really, I'm going to put it out to you. There isn't any excuse you won't be there. We should be able to make those Venetians, because I'm sure they're going to put us in a hotel in Venice. for at least one of the days that you're over there. No, it's not a convention. It's fun. It's for a trip. And they're going to run out enough cars for you guys to go on your road trip. So how are you going to get there? Ray Herron, master distributor of Oliabo, 40 years at the top of this industry. Not because he just happened to get there. You know, Ray earned the position that the Gordon and Joe would say, Ray, we'd like you. I know for a fact Ray turned it down. He said, no, I don't think I'm qualified. And went, no, Ray, you are. Well, he's proved he's qualified. I've never seen a guy work so tirelessly as Ray has. He was the reason I had 3 hours sleep. He was last night on the call with me for good reason, just what an upline's supposed to be. My sponsor propping me up. Not there's any problem, just being what a sponsor's supposed to be. So I'm going to stop sharing. Where's that part here? And I'm sure he's down there in his place at Venice Beach, Florida. There he is on the other screen. Sorry, Ray.
Hey, hey, Malcolm. Great job, as always, brother. And by the way, you know, oftentimes you make reference to this dog that's making a lot of noise. I don't know if the rest of the attendees are like me, but I don't hear it. I don't hear them at all. So don't worry about the dogs. Everybody, good evening to you. Good morning to the Aussie team. It's so funny. I say this often in this industry. What better business could you be in that while you're sleeping, the people in your business are earning you money while you sleep? So that's what happens around the world when you build how do you get around the world? Real easy. Just talk to the people you know here. They've got friends in Australia. They got friends in New Zealand. They got friends in Singapore. They got friends in Belgium, friends in the Netherlands. It works just that way. So I'll tell you, don't worry about the international business. If you're doing what you should be doing, which is putting more effort into your business every day, you will have an international team. This is going to be a little bit different tonight, Malcolm. I was thinking about this. I see my good friend Charlie Emenecker is on here with us tonight. Charlie, thank you. Charlie and I go back a lot of years. We've had a lot of success together in this industry. And Charlie, I say this lovingly, brother. Charlie is what would I say? He's a Facebook Messenger kind of guy. Sends me lots of stuff, and I enjoy it. I enjoy everything that you send me, Charlie. I take a look. Some things I agree with, some things I have to ponder. You sent me one. I can't even remember who the author of this was. Perhaps you'll throw it up in the chat. He said people respond more to the fear of loss than they do with benefits of a product or a business opportunity. And I had to think about that. I thought, well, that's a strange way of looking at it. And I had to remember back. Folks, you know my story, 40 years in this industry, over 40 years. And when I got involved way back in those days, honestly, Malcolm, it was from fear of loss. I went to a meeting, a business opportunity meeting I really didn't want to go to, but, I had a guy that was just pestering me, calling me. And so I finally thought I'll go and get this guy off my back. I went to this business opportunity meeting in Dallas, Texas, and I met some great people. They were a lot of fun to be around. They all had a product testimony, and some were making many thousands of dollars a month in their business. And, they didn't look any different than I did. And I thought, wow. The business presentation was nothing more than a 15-minute VHS videotape. It was done quite well all those years ago. And I thought, well, could I do this or could I not do this? I was a little bit afraid of the thought of could I do it? But it really was the fear of loss for me. It was the fear of loss. So I want to do my best tonight. This should be inspirational to you. I want to do my very best to put the fear of loss into you tonight. Because that's exactly why I got in. Changed my life, folks, completely. And it was the fear of loss because those people I met that night, they were living the lifestyle that I wanted. I was dead broke, 3 kids, another one on the way, behind all my bills. And I needed desperately to find something that I could win with because I wanted to change their life, the direction of their life. Didn't want them repeating the life that I had growing up. And so it was the fear of loss that caused me to get in. And I want to talk to you about there's things, and I don't say this because I'm anybody special because I'm not. I'm just like you. But there are things that I know about this opportunity that I'm just not at liberty to share with you. Uh, it's, you can call it a secret if you like. It's something that they've shared with me in confidence. Folks, I got to tell you, you're not going to believe what's coming our way in the next 30 days. First of all, you're going to see some major changes in your replicating website. It's going to look better and better and better. Already some changes that Malcolm and I were discussing, his morning, my morning, his night. And so a lot of great things are coming. But, and there's people, and just can't say names or anything else. There's people that are gathering around Oliabo, people like you have never in your lifetime. You're not going to believe it. When you learn what's about to take place with this company and the executive team that's about to get larger, you're going to be more than impressed. I promise you that. Big things are going on. Why are these people showing up? They know what Oliabo is going to be. Oliabo, folks, it is a multi-billion-dollar annually company. I've been here before. I know what it looks like. And believe me, you couldn't design a better opportunity than this one. You just couldn't. So I don't want you to lose out. If it takes the fear of loss to get you really going, so that you see, those of you now, our timing, it couldn't be better. You get one chance to be first. We're just 90 days in the business. So you're first. And those that lay the foundation now are going to be the ones that benefit the most in the years to come. So I don't want you to miss it. So I want you to think about it, at least for the next 30 days. I don't want to look back and say that I missed it. I want you to know what you have your hands on. And I'll just revisit some things I've shared with you before. It's always the company first, it's the product second, and the compensation plan third. Now, we got the greatest compensation plan that I've seen in my 40 plus years in this industry. It's the best. Malcolm gave you a great representation of it. It's even better than that. It's the most friendly compensation plan I've ever seen in all of network marketing. So that being said, the most important thing is the company. You know my personal experience with Gordon and Joe and Kentwood and some others there. I've been in business with them for over 30 years, for most of the past 30 years, I should say. It's not like I have to guess about whether these people have integrity or not. I know they do. I've worked with them, earned millions of dollars with them, and they really do care about distributors. They want to do the right thing. And these are guys that built a multi-billion-dollar opportunity with another company. I was with them for 16 years there. And I know how they react. I know how much they care about you. They want you to be successful. And as good as that was, believe me, some mistakes were made. Gordon learned from those mistakes. They won't make them here. They've made it more streamlined. They've made it easier for you to succeed. And so you just got to know perhaps you're new in network marketing and that's okay. I mean, we all are at some time. I was 40 years ago. I was new and I had some things to learn, but I can tell you this. They don't get any better than Oliabo. They don't get any better. This product, I mean, I'm not going to go through all the products. Malcolm just did. Thank you, Malcolm. Always a great job, brother. PRIMA, there's nothing like it. There's nothing. I was bragging to Malcolm as if he don't look at it every day. It's sitting on his desk and I'm looking at it now. My subscription happened to come in yesterday, and I opened the box and it's not like I haven't seen it. I mean, I've been getting it now for a couple of months, right? And I set this thing in front of me and I said, Malcolm, I have to tell you this. Herron, if you're on, I told you the same thing today. I said, this is the most beautiful packaging that I've ever seen in this industry. It's gorgeous. There's nothing like it. It's Madison Fifth Avenue packaging, conveniently packaged in 30 little pillow packs. And I even commented about this. All the companies that I have been with in my 40 years, it always seemed like such a cheap shot to me. They always would sell you a 30-day supply of whatever product it was, but there was always less than 28 servings in each one of their offerings. This company's got 30 in there. There's an average of 30 days in the month, some 31, some 31. We're in now 28 days. So we get a full 30-day serving inside that beautiful little package. So the product, I'm going to tell you what, folks, if you probably know this already, and it's perhaps why a lot of you are here. It's incredible things are happening to people taking Prima on a daily basis. Some get pretty aggressive and they take 2 a day. I'm not trying to sell you more product. I don't need the money, but I personally take 2 a day. I can afford to do that. Maybe you're not in that position yet, but I tell you what, it's kind of like high octane when you take 2 a day, and that's what's been going on for me. I love it. It's unique. There's nothing like it anywhere else in the world. Nothing. You're not going to find this proprietary formula that does so many incredible things for us. I mean, it covers, Malcolm just shared it, it covers our vascular system, our GI tract, and our brain. I mean, that's the 3 most important things in this body. So we've got the product, we've got the company, we've got the compensation plan, and shame on us if we don't really give it our very best. You know, success is always located a little bit upstream from us, which means, swimming against the current a little bit. That's only natural. Some of you I talk to on a daily basis, and some of you I almost have to talk in off the edge. It's like, come on now, you don't need to be that disappointed. We've only been here for 3 months. You can't talk to everybody you know in 3 months. You're, just relax. Don't relax and cut back on your activity. Just keep doing what you're doing. There's 2 reasons people fail in network marketing, in my opinion. There's more than 2, but the 2 major reasons are simply, people that they have unreasonable expectations. I mean, I had unreasonable expectations 40 years ago, and believe me, they came through. But that's not the norm for most of us. I think it was a God thing for me. God knew how bad I needed that success. And the second reason simply is they leave too soon. They leave too early. There's a lot of people. I'm looking through the people on the Zoom here tonight. There's a lot of good quality people that they ought to be here. My question to them is, I mean, some would have a legitimate reason, but most would not. It's human nature for us to take things a little less serious than we really ought to. Now's not the time with Oliabo. It's the time for you to lay your foundation, get it as large as you can at this particular time, because people are going to get caught up in this momentum stream that's taking place. You can't see it. You can't see it with the naked eye, but believe me, over the next few months, this thing is going to get real serious. The growth is going to get absolutely vertical, and you want to be in a position to capture that momentum, and a fair amount of it will be in your business. I talked last week, and then I'll finish up, Malcolm. I actually named a song wrong. I said the name of the song was actually, I said, if you got a chance, take it. That's just part of the lyrics. The name of the song actually is, what is it? I wrote it down. I want you to go to it and watch it. It's country and western. Even if you don't like country, you got to love this song. If you got a chance, hold on just a minute. Till You Can't. That's the name of it. Cody Johnson, Till You Can't. And essentially, it's, if you got a chance, take it. But if you don't take the chance, I promise you're never going to get there. I took a chance over 40 years ago. Never forget it. It took me from poverty to fortune. It can do the same for you. The opportunity I gathered up with 40 years ago, it wouldn't even be a millimeter as nice as this opportunity called Oliabo is. We've got it all. We've got the 3 things that matter. We've got the company, we got the product, we got the compensation plan. Believe me, folks, if you got a chance, take it. You got a chance here. Don't miss it. Don't get caught doing less than you're capable of doing. And hey, think about the fear of loss. I'm not telling you to approach people that way, but it caused me to ponder for sure. And to reflect back 40 years ago, it was the fear of loss that got me in this industry. Well, I just want to instill in you, the fear of loss, of not really taking advantage of something as big as this opportunity called Oliabo is. Folks, I'm telling you, they don't get any bigger than this one. You're going to see. You can write it down and say you heard it here. It's coming. It's going to be probably one of the most successful network marketing companies, not this year, of all time. This thing is there's going to be millions around the world taking this Prima pack every morning of their life. So please don't miss it. If it takes thinking about the fear of loss, whatever it takes, whatever you got to do to put you into activity mode, make more phone calls, attend more Zooms, invite people to more Zooms. It's that activity it's the only thing that produces results. Heck, I'm, in my last chapter of life, but I give it everything I got every day because I know what the stakes are here. My family's going to enjoy this success long after I'm gone. That's how big this one is. So, and I love them dearly. I know that you love yours dearly. So build something for them. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. So think about the fear of loss. Don't lose out. Don't lose out. Join this thing and give it everything you got. I appreciate all of you so very much. I mean, this is the place to be. Malcolm, I love you, buddy. You're the best. Thanks.
You're absolutely right, Ray. So well said. You're speaking about fear. I'll just close with this. Goal setting is important. For some people, the goal of, so many thousands, 20,000, 50,000, that's never going to happen for me. I know a very good goal that's really good to put in front of you. A goal of what you don't want. A goal of that fear. A goal of, I want to wake up sore, sick, sorry, hurting, or do I want to have this product inside me and feel great again? Do I want to not go back to where I was? Do I want to not end up in that financial pickle again? Put that goal in front of you. That's the one that'll motivate you. And Kokoi, thank you very much. I'm going to read what he just said, right? Kokoi, great. Kokoi is if you go look at his profile, I don't think there's anything this guy has not done to be at number one in some of the biggest companies out there and work with governments. And what are you afraid of losing? Your comfort, your routine, your pride? Because I'm quoting Kokoi right here. Because if that's what I discovered, is on the other side of fear. When I finally stopped protecting my ego, start protecting my potential. Now, Kokoi's not a young man, I'm telling you, at all. He's older than me and you, Ray. Everything shifted, he said. I stopped worrying about what people thought and started focusing on who I could become. I stopped calculating the risk of starting and started counting the cost of staying still. I stopped asking, what if I fail? And I started asking, what if I try? And folks, he's more than trying, he's accomplished because he's got a great team and a great leg going. And there's no need for him to do it. He's passed all that in his life, but this is not going to be a great company. This already is a great company. The people out there just don't know it yet. So see you guys. Are we having Wednesday night or is the company? We're doing Wednesday night?
Yes, we're doing Wednesday night.
We're doing Wednesday night.
I want to talk to you about a Sunday night at this particular time.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm talking to the company. I'd like to know how you feel about it. I'll ask everybody on here. I said, guys, we need a company. We need a company opportunity meeting. Short, 30 minutes, front to back. I just need, Gordon, I need you and I need Joe. And I need 30 minutes, a worldwide company opportunity. And they kind of like the very time slot we're in here tonight on Sunday night. So if that's okay with you, Malcolm, we can switch it up a bit.
Yeah, outstanding.
I love it.
Gordon's going to do the company because of the vision. Joe's going to do the product and you're going to close it out. Great idea. All right. So stay tuned. That'll be coming out. So Wednesday night, 1 hour later, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. And that makes it 9 a.m. for you guys over there in the Philippines and Singapore. And that makes it noon for you. The team's getting big. Noon for you guys in Aussie, New South Wales, Victoria, 11 a.m. in Queensland, and that would be 2 p.m. for the big New Zealand team that just came on board. We're growing. All right. See you guys on the go round. Watch for the replay.